families, traditional leaders and government officials are celebrating the safe return of young boys and girls from winter initiation schools. This officially closes the initiation season in the province. Let's bring in now Newzroom Afrika's Ziniko Mhlaba, who has been tracking the story for us from the Vembe district. Ziniko, there are parents that are also there joining in the celebration. Just maybe start off by talking to us about the importance and the role of parents during this winter initiation season.
Well, Clement, we are joined actually as I'm speaking to you by a parent, specifically a woman parent, who's going to explain to us the role they play in this whole process. You remember that there's a whole preparation that takes place before Prosperity Channel embark on this particular difficult journey. So before they do that, you need parents to play their role to ensure that the sufficient support that's provided, but also during the actual initiation period itself, where the initiates are out in the mountains. So let's get a sense of what role do women parents play in this particular process from the start to the beginning, but also get a sense of what's next now. How happy, how joyful are they? I'm joined by Usis, who's also a parent. Mama, thank you very much for your time. As a woman mother, as a female parent, the stigma traditionally is that this whole process is a process that is handled, that is administered and overseen by fathers or by male in general. Talk to us about your role that you play as a mother.
As a play, support emotionally. You know, even as a parent, they rely more on mothers. Obviously, they go to their fathers, but there will be a time where you're going to go to the mountains, so finally we are ready, and you come to me when I'm 15 years now. So I waited for him to mature, so I understand that the process why about that, because it's becoming from a boy to a man. So for me, it's to support him emotionally, to tell him that whatever's going to happen is going to groom him to be the man that he is, and to also allow him to follow a culture like I follow as a vendor man. So because that's what the father went through, that's what the culture is. So to be proud of who he is, to grow in that culture and not to be ashamed of where he comes from. Especially here, so the culture is not that rich. But just because they know, like, in my vendor, they need to do this, then for me to be always every day telling them, you vendor, also talking their language. So they speak vendor, they speak Tonga, Changan, blah, 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 Changan, blah, 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 fluent vendor. And also Balanzilati tradition, Tama vendor, and also Tama Changan. And for him being here, it's him being say, I'm proud I am who I am. Yeah.
Now let's get personal. Talk to me about the stress that you go through. You read news headlines, they're saying 2 boys have died in Limpopo, 20 in the Eastern Cape. When you hear such reports as a mother, how do you feel when the boy is still out there in the mountain?
I don't think I slept this week. Like since he's been in, I haven't been sleeping because I'm lucky because the father also went to the mountain, so father was there. So every morning, Antang phone and how is the child, and you say, all right. But the thing is, culturally, even if something has happened to a child, even if the boy has died, they don't inform the parents until the end of the process.
Yeah. So wait, sorry to cut you. So you're saying if I'm your child, I happen to get injured, however way there, you won't know that up until the entire process is done there by the mountain.
Yes, until you come in at the end of the process, that's when you'll know that now your child has died, your child didn't come back. So as a parent, you just hope that everything is going to be okay. But I mean, there have been less cases in terms of that. I think things are being like now monitored, Baba check and all that. So it's more, you are less in terms of that, because there's a lot of things that are involved now in terms of Department of Health coming to check where they're staying, but check out all the process that could be right. So it's much better, but yeah, you don't get to know until the end.
Okay, so talk to us generally then. Do you believe that such customs and these processes help Because young people, especially young boys, they want to explore, they want to start smoking, they want to get into, they get introduced to substance abuse. So how does that do you think these processes help in combating such social ills? In just a minute.
I think somehow it helps Sapuna because it gives them the sense of belonging, the sense of pride of I've done this, I'm a man, I've done this, the vendor man, and whatever they teach them, they didn't teach them maybe how to do drugs. So if they have to do something, they still have to have that thing in them that, as a man you have to do this. So they are teaching them from being a boy to a man, and in there they are telling them what to do as a man. And I think going through that process as well, I think you end like Baba like proud, Baba like living up to what they've been taught. So I think somehow it helps.
Okay, one of the parents there feeling very proud, but also explaining some of the challenges they go through as women when the boys are out in the mountain, but also very concerning, very surprising is that though, as a female parent, you might not know that your son might have encountered a serious injury or, in the worst case scenario, loses his life. They'll only get to know about such incidents when that process is over. But the mood is very, very joyful. Parents are happy. Families are here. Instead, communal activities, these communal celebrations. So that's where we are for now, Clement.
Ziniko, thank you for that update. Now.